that you got to talk to me about. It's not going to be a big, yeah.
Are you restricted from leaving the country if you apply for the green card?
That's why you want an H-1B visa. If you have a non-immigrant visa, like if you have a student visa, that's a non-immigrant visa. That means that your intent is temporary. I mean, your intent is not to remain in the United States indefinitely, but to leave. So let's say you have one of those, you have an F, and you go to travel, but you have also already applied for a green card. When you try to re-enter the country, you try to come back, they're going to say you're inadmissible. They're not going to let you back in because you no longer have the non-immigrant intent to make that F okay. You know what I mean? By filing a green card, you have demonstrated to them that your intent is to stay indefinitely, and that's inconsistent with the intent for a student visa. So that's why I always tell clients that it's really much better to get that H-1B first,
right,
before you do the green card, because then you're free to go. It's perfectly okay to have dual intent with H-1Bs.
Okay. So with the H-1B, you can file for the green card and you can leave and come back.
Right.
Okay.
Now, I did have a client who had run out of H-1B time, and then she went back to school, and she had a job also, and the employer was willing to sponsor her, but it meant she was going to have to go from F status to a green card. She couldn't get H-1B. So she did it, and we did get the green card for her, but in that whole period of time while we finished, she couldn't leave the United States.
Right.
You know, if you don't leave, it's not a problem, but when you leave, they stop you from coming back in.
When you apply for a green card, you can apply for the EAD,
right,
Employment Authorization Document. Yeah. And when you have an H-1B, if you start using the EAD, the H-1B is canceled.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other issue. Yeah. And it depends on how you use that EAD, but yeah, that's a whole other subject.
The green card is denied, for example, so you're out of status.
Yeah.
You don't have the H-1B to let go.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it goes back to. Why you want to extend your H-1B even though you have the EAD for the green card. And I've seen that happen. You know, there was one case not that long ago where somebody had the green card, I-485 pending, but they were going to be pending for a while. There's no doubt, because of the way retrogression works. And I mean, it's kind of a complicated case, but CIS mistakenly denied that I-485. And it was a clear mistake. It did eventually get overturned, but once it was denied, he had nothing. And then he tried to get his H-1B extended, and they wouldn't let him do it because of the denial. So to me, it's better to have it in case something like that goes wrong.
So if you have the H-1B,
Yeah.
and you get the EAD from the green card application, does the EAD override the H-1B or does it?
Not unless you use it. So what you would do is just keep it and not use it. Once you use it, that's when you have a problem. Yeah. So I always tell people, don't use that thing unless you absolutely have to.
Right.
Look, I just wanted to really thank Victoria and Regina. Let's give them a hand. I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of questions. I think they are willing to answer them afterwards, and I really appreciate your coming. If you'd be so kind as to put the food in the waste paper baskets, sign the attendance sheets, and we have handouts here in the front if you haven't received them. And thank you for coming.
And don't forget, next Thursday is another presentation on managing your grant money. So if you have a grant and you're not sure how to use the RF funds, come to that and let your PIs know so they can come to it.
I don't have to discuss it already yet.
Don't take pictures. Principal investigator, the person who's granted.
No idea, but
If you work, I wish this would work in practice.
nothing about green card.
Well, isn't that that's a grant? They're called up.
Oh, yeah.
Are you working?
जो बोलने हम तो पीए को थोड़ी हम H-1B के लिए फाइल करते हैं उसके बाद H-1B देना है if you using the EAD card and you applied for H-1B you will deny your H-1B. That's what she said. The EAD is not only for OPT. I know, but the EAD which we have वो भी EAD है OPT का ही EAD is EAD ना. It could be for many things. So in our case it's for OPT. But her statement was that if you have an EAD and you're using that, then when you're applying for H-1B, your H-1B will be denied.